What's up, VC? I'm back with my second video. I think this video I'm gonna show some CDs and then some vinyl, but I'm gonna show just kind of the gems of the bunch. So I don't bore you because it's gonna be a long video because I have lots to show already, just in the gems. So then I'll make another video sometime down the road showing the CD pickups because I've probably got, I don't know, 20, 30. I don't know how many I picked up, quite a few. So anyway, we're going to just dive in here, and I'll try to tell some stories as I'm showing some stuff where I got them and this and that. So first thing I'm going to do, show some cool CDs that were given to me by my father-in-law. Cool guy. I could not ask for a better father-in-law or mother-in-law, actually. Either one of them, they're awesome. My father-in-law is like a 60-year-old version of me. He loves horror movies. He probably has the biggest horror movie collection I've ever seen. And he loves music of all kinds. He's not a real big metal guy, but he does like all other kind of stuff. Really cool guy. We've gone record shopping together. We do a lot of stuff together, so it's really cool. But anyway, so there is a artist, this lady. She's a blues singer, and she has played in the Fourth area several times, and he's been to see her, I think, every time she's played, I believe, that I know of. And he really likes her, and they have a good time at the shows. And so he went and saw her, sometime in April, maybe, I guess it was. And so he picked up a CD for me and had her and another member of the band sign it for me. And this is Candy Cane, and this is Coming Out Swinging, featuring Laura Chavez. So, the CD. Funny story about her, interesting story. She used to be actually an adult film star, and then she moved from that somehow into singing blues music. The CD is really good, so I highly recommend it if you can find Candy Cane. And I don't even know if you can find it in stores or how her music's found. I haven't really researched it. He bought all of her CDs at the show, and he thought this was one of the good ones, and so he picked it up for me and had it autographed for me. So I thought that was really cool. Next up was kind of a funny story about this one. So both of us are big fans of Half Price books. We're always buying stuff, books, records, CDs, blah, 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 at Half Price. So he was at Half Price, and they have stuff behind the counter. If you've been to Half Price, I don't know if they're all different or how that works, but there's stuff behind the counter. They have books and some of the more collectible stuff behind the counter. So he sees this sitting behind the counter as he's checking out and says, "Hey, can I see that?" Thinking it's some kind of erotic book or something like that because of the fake leather stuff. Well, so he gets it, slides the little book through here. It's really cool. And then he opens it and realizes it's CDs. So he takes a look at it, opens the book up. Comes with this. It's actually 3 CDs and a DVD. Opens the book up, which is really nice, and starts looking at the artist and realizing that I would probably love this. So he actually picked it up for me. So what it is like a gothic, dark wave style collection of songs and songs and artists and stuff. Everything from The Cure to Susie and the Banshees, Alien Sex Fiend, Lords of the New Church, Echo and the Bunnymen, Jesus and Mary Chain, Clan of Xymox, The Cult, Christian Death, 45 Grave, London After Midnight. The list goes on and on. Very, very cool. I've only gotten through the first CD so far. But anyway, it's very, very good. So, I know he doesn't watch my videos or anything. He probably didn't know I make videos, but just want to give a shout out and say thank you very much for the gifts. I do appreciate them. And actually, Brett, if you don't have this, you might really enjoy this. Like I said, it's got some really good stuff. I think you would dig on it. So, all right, that was from my father-in-law. Next up, some CDs from Texas Sack Fest, Austin Sack Fest. Man, had a great time. I was gonna make a video when I got back, showing all the stuff I picked up. And when I got back home, I went back to work, and it's been nonstop between work and my son plays sports and whatever, life. I was busy, so I never made a video, and so You know, I was going to make one right fresh in my mind with everything we did, but here we are. It's June. So, anyway, did pick up some cool stuff. Had a great time again. Everybody that went was just a lot of fun. So, one of the bands that we liked, my wife and I both liked, actually, at the fest was called Shannon and the Clams. Really cool band, and in fact, after they got through playing, my wife's like, "Are we going to pick up a record, a CD?" And I was like, "Well, of course we can." So we went and picked up the CD, and my wife actually bought a T-shirt of theirs, which is funny because she doesn't normally wear band shirts, but whatever. So anyway, went and got the CD, got the T-shirt. Later in that day, we were sitting at a little picnic table thing, and we were eating, which, by the way, they had some really good food there. I ate 2 or 3 of their brick oven pizzas, veggie pizzas. Excellent. So, anyway, sitting there eating, and my wife looks up and goes, "Hey, there's the guitar player for Shannon and the Clams." I was like, "Oh, cool." So, I went over and said, "Hey, would you sign my CD?" He goes, "I would be more than happy to." So, he signed the CD and drew some interesting little picture there. So, a super nice guy. And so, anyway, got it signed. Shannon and the Clams. Also at Austin Sack Fest, one of the bands, the main band that I wanted to go see that was on the list, there was Acid Mother's Temple. David Horowitz, and Nathan, and several, Derek, I think, had talked about them throughout time, you know, and showed stuff. Been getting into them. Nathan actually was nice and sent me some burnt CDs. I've downloaded some stuff off iTunes, so I don't actually have any physical copies of either stuff. But when they were there, they actually only had one record for sale, and they had some CDs. So I picked up a CD. Let's see. Okay. CD of theirs. And then I had, here's the inside. I had them sign it. Sign it for me. There's the band. There we go. Man, I tell you what, it was an awesome performance. I unfortunately was kind of at the back of this kind of high. It's hard to see everything, but the music was phenomenal. And they're also super nice guys. When I was there getting stuff signed and buying some merchandise, they were talking in Japanese or whatever. So they were, anyway, it's kind of funny. Anyway, next up, I got their one of the records that they had, or the only record they had for sale. I believe this is their newest one, and they were nice enough to sign this for me also. And believe it or not, I have not actually listened to this yet. I know I should have, just haven't had time. So, but I have listened to the CD, which is really good. So, all right, moving right along. Now we're just gonna do some vinyl and some really cool stuff I picked up. Picked this up at Austin. I got this at Waterloo Records. Actually, I've been collecting I Hate God music. I have all their stuff on CD, and now I'm trying to collect all the vinyl, and they just happen to have this one there. With this is Preaching the End Time Message. If you're not familiar with this band, they're really good. Just that New Orleans sludge metal. I don't know how to describe it besides that. It's just nasty, sludgy metal, and it's awesome. There's the inside. So let's see, that was I got from Waterloo, which, by the way, was a cool store. But I'm going back to Austin in July with the family and stuff again, and end of the year, that'll be where I go. We went while we were there. Didn't get to spend very much time in there, but definitely had a great selection of stuff I listened to. So when I go back in July, that will be the record store I hit. So just thought I'd let you know that. So, moving right along, I had pre-ordered this. This is the brand new I Hate God, self-titled. Just came out about 2 weeks ago maybe. And it is phenomenal. Actually, this is probably my favorite I Hate God at this point. I mean, every song on this is just killer. And I ordered the limited edition. I think it was limited, I don't know, a couple hundred. I don't remember. It's kind of the purple and gray with custom labels. And I have spun this several times. So, and actually, I don't have it sitting here. I actually pre-ordered the CD too, so I have the CD and the vinyl version. Again, I would definitely check them out if you like sludgy metal, doom metal kind of stuff. I Hate God. All right. The next one is almost a Grail record, but not quite. I have looked for the original copy of this for years and never been able to find it. It got reissued when I was at End of the Ear record store. They had a copy of it, so I had to pick it up. It's kind of a Grail, like I said, but if it was the original copy, it would be the Grail. But that's Depeche Mode's Violator. This is one of those records that, I've had the CD and cassette forever. Literally every song on here is good. There's not a bad track on here. Every song is good. So, anyway, I'm still looking for the original copy, but I think I paid like $18 for this, so I'm excited about it. Next up, I got this at Austin at the Half Price Books, actually. This was The Doors, Alive, She Cried. It's another one for the Doors collection I didn't have. I'm still missing, I think the only one I'm missing, really, is just the, oddly enough, the first record. I don't know why I've just not come across a good copy of that. It seems like I've seen it a couple times at Half Price and stuff, and it's just beat to crap. So, I'm not going to waste my money on something that's beat to crap, so I'm still looking for a good original copy, or a good, close enough original copy of the first album. Next up, actually I picked this up yesterday at Hastings, heard about this band, and had the record at Hastings, and I had a coupon, so I got really cheap. Russian Circles. And it's actually a gatefold, but I haven't took all the shrink wrap off, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I have played it. Here's the sleeve. It's instrumental, and it is kind of doomy sounding. It's on a really cool red vinyl. Very cool. And for my friend Maggie, who collects my download cards, it came with a download card, so I'm putting it in your stack. So I actually have a little stack of cards I'm saving up for you for next time I get a chance to mail you some stuff. Next up, I know what you're thinking. You should have this in your collection already, but I didn't. Found a good new copy at a cheap price. Motorhead, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. I don't think I really need to talk about this one. I think it's self-explanatory. And this one happens to be a really cool yellow vinyl. This next record I got at Half Price Books in Austin. Gosh, what year was this? This was put out in '87. Growing up, I have two cousins about the same age, so we listened to a lot of the same music, or did. And back in kind of the alternative music scene when that was kind of coming up, there was this band, and my cousin actually had the cassette, I think. Maybe CD, I don't remember. Anyway, never seen anything about him again, ever. He had the CD, had a CD or cassette. I don't know what happened. Never saw their stuff again, and happened to come across this in Austin. It's called the Lime Spiders. And I haven't played this yet because I don't remember and I really don't remember what it sounds like. But I couldn't pass it up, being that that's one of those childhood things you remember. And this one has a lot of writing on it. I think it might have been from a radio station or something. There's all kinds of markings. It is a promotional copy, so maybe that's what the deal is. But anyway, the Lime Spiders. If nothing else, even if the record sucks, the cover's really cool. So. Picked this one up last weekend, actually, while I was at Half Price in Fort Worth. This is like a 12-inch single type thing of Twisted Sister. It's I Wanna Rock, Burning in Hell, and SMF. And the last two tracks, I believe, are live. I'm not sure if I Wanna Rock. I don't think I Wanna Rock is live. I think just Burning in Hell and SMF. And it's live at Hammersmith Odeon. So that was kind of cool. And for some reason, Half Price put some of their stuff in a lockup, like two big deadbolt lock things on there, or big lock things. And so anyway, they had a sign at the record section that says more records in lockup. So I asked the lady to open it up, That's some really cool stuff. They're not expensive. This was like $10 or $9. I don't remember. It wasn't expensive. It was locked up, so I'm not sure what the. I don't know why I wouldn't do the rest of the records, but whatever. They did have a ton of Iron Maiden stuff in there, like bootleg type stuff, but they wanted like really crazy prices, so I just overlooked those. So, picked up Billy Idol, Vital Idol, at half price in Fort Worth last weekend. Picked this up half price last weekend. I have not listened to it yet, but I've seen several people in the VC show it. It looked really cool, and this is the first time I've actually seen it in the wild. And this is Lord of the Rings, music inspired by Lord of the Rings. So it looked kind of cool. The next two records I bought at half price because the first record I'm going to show I picked up at half price because it was so cheap, and it's like almost mint, and it is a killer record. Again, it's one of those that every song on the record's really good, and I already have a mint copy, so I picked this one up because it was cheap. INXS Kick. So if anybody needs a copy of this, let me know, and I'll trade you or send it your way, or we'll do something, work out some kind of deal. Like I said, I just couldn't leave it there. It was $3.99, so has the original insert. The only thing that's wrong with it is down here. It's a little seam split, but the record looks really nice. So, again, if somebody needs a copy, I would be more than happy to trade this off to someone. I'm getting to the point sometimes when I see cool stuff like this, it's cheap, I just buy it, and so I have multiple copies of stuff. It kind of irritates my wife sometimes. She's like, why do you need 10 copies of one record? I'm like, I don't know, I just buy them. The next one I bought, it looked cool. I'm not a big fan of this band at all, really, but I haven't seen this record out, so I picked it up. It was cheap. So if anybody needs a copy of the Pretenders extended play, shoot me a message, and I will work out some kind of deal with you on that. You can see it's got some ring wear. It's not exactly the cleanest back of the vinyl, but the record is a little dusty, but in pretty good shape. So I believe it should play perfect, actually. So anyway, those two records are up for grabs. Somebody needs them. Next up, yes, I know, I jumped on the bandwagon like everybody else with the Led Zeppelin reissues on vinyl. So I got these are just the regular editions. They're not the super deluxe or anything like that, because as much as I love Led Zeppelin, I don't have $115 or $20, whatever it was, for those super deluxe. And also, I'm a nerd because I bought all three on CD, but the CD copies had like the bonus stuff. One of them has a live performance, and there's some studio outtakes and that kind of stuff. So, because it was cheaper to buy the CDs with that than it was the vinyl. So. Next up, not a Grail, but almost. Very excited to add this to my Danzig collection. Death Red Sabbath, whatever you pronounce that. Got this on eBay. Still in the shrink. It's been opened. Very cool to find, and I got it super cheap. I got it under shipping and everything else was under $15. So this also came with a download card, so maybe it's in your stack. If you're interested, it's yours too. The download card, not the record. Last of the vinyl I'm going to show right now is a Grail. I've been wanting this on vinyl for years. Never have found a copy at a decent price, blah, 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 whatever. Found this on eBay, watched it for freaking 5 days. I was like, not gonna let this get past me this time. And so, huge Grail for me, which is Jane's Addiction, the very first record, which is actually live. This is the original with no barcode. And I got a sweet deal on this. It was super cheap, actually. So, and it's in excellent condition. Has the original insert. Good condition. And the vinyl. So I was very excited to get this. I've played this record probably like 10 times since I got it. So anyway, very excited to get that one in my collection. And let's see, we're at 20 minutes already, so that's probably going to be about it for right now. Like I said, I'll be back at some point, show some CDs. I may even show some more vinyl. I don't think what else I got. There's a few more I'll show later, but other than that, that's it. New turntable back there, which I pointed out in my last video. Kind of hard to tell, it's orange. I will do a video sometime showing it. Again, it wasn't an expensive turntable. It was new, and eventually it's going to be my USB turntable, but at this point it's hooked up to my system, and it sounds pretty good, so I was pretty excited about that. So I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to show right now, because that's video's long enough. So hope everybody's having a great weekend. I'm having a great time. Like I said, the last video, got a pool put in, above ground pool. Been swimming today. I've pooled most of the day. Been enjoying my weekend. I've had really long weeks at work recently, so it's nice to have a weekend off. I got to work next weekend, unfortunately, or at least on Saturday I got to work, and so kind of sucks, but whatever. But anyway, I'm off this weekend, so I'm spinning records and swimming. So I am going to go now because I'm just rambling. So again, hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time.